Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 107, Brink of Despair. So as soon as we start to get a run speed faster than they can follow us, we'll be able to mount some rescues here. And I guess I get to always know where Poetic is because he's being messed with. So Greaser's playing dead finally. I probably want him to play dead until he could be carried to rescue. I don't want him getting up on his own, if I can help it. Oh, are they stealing my stuff? Really, Dust Bandit? Hungry Bandit? I don't have food, you know. Yeah, I don't have food. You could loot me. There's no food. So 17 miles an hour with Jacobot. So Jacobot, I'm going to have you drop your pants and drop your blade, which unencumbers you, and then you're going to go pick up Chemo and then try to mount extra rescues. Because he can move at 18 miles an hour, which is fast enough to be of some assistance. Obviously, the longer I wait, the better my prospects become. But I want to try to get as many able-bodied people. Plus, Chemo has the food, so that's always helpful. Then their legs are recovering as well. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Is there anyone... There's no one currently by the campsite. But there's a lot of Shek patrolling around this area, so I'm going to have to be careful because it's not safe. Which means I'm going to get Jacobot even more movement speed. Covenant, thank you for the sub at tier 3. Cheers, dude. I've been so hyper-focused, my copy's gotten cold. Alright, I've ditched pretty much all my armor in lieu of run speed for Jacobot. So this is Jacobot's big old pile of stuff. And then of the primary squad, there's still plenty that are just like laying here because there's not enough... Yeah, we're slowly getting picked up, but there's not enough cells, I suppose. I haven't even checked if any of the primary squad have the ability to lockpick out. Because some of them are starting to recover. But I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to focus on this instead, because I really can only do one thing at a time. So none of you had the splint kits, no. Alright, so Jacobot, you're going to go for Greaser before he gets picked up. Looks like there's a window right now. Done. And... wouldn't say rescued, but recovered. And then Greaser, of these people, who is the best medicine? It doesn't really matter. It's all about the same. So, Jacobot, grab the splint kits. I'm up to 24 miles an hour. whoever's carrying Poetic is still going for a bit of a jaunt. Next up, we are going for Shona and Tilk. I have to time it well because they're being guarded. Let me take Taunt off. What is that? Is that a river? Yeah, it's River Raptors. And then that is Holy Mines owned by Shek, I'm assuming. Yeah. So I gotta be careful how close to those Holy Mines I get. But generally they don't send out patrols or anything like that. So Greaser, sneak off. Alright, let's pay attention to Jacobot so he doesn't get picked up and captured. The scout that was over here, I don't know what direction. Oh, they went towards our previous camp. So I'm going to pick up Tilk. And I'm going to bring him halfway up. Because that patrol party is going to come back. And I might be able to get Shona before... No, they're coming back too quick. I'll go for Shona later. Obviously, I don't have enough beds for everybody at this point. But just securing another person is a big win still. So, let's see. Night Knave, you're going to give up your bed for Tilk for now. And Jacobot, in your skivvies, we'll go for Shona, because it looks like the patrol holding Shona walked by. And then I'm going to want to try to get as many beds as I can. So probably, yeah, my inventory is pretty empty, but emptying my inventory even more. So I can maximize beds. So Rockfin is being carried around to the front of the town. There is a lot of people in the entryway that are, like, conscious and sneaking, playing dead. Oh, boy. I don't know where their gate guards is, but, it's time to move. Is Slotus. Pick up, headshot. Thank you. Headshot's going to be really, really, really important. Alright, and then over here, Jacobot on the other squad. Keep hauling Shona up. And McNauer, give up your bed. Hey, Doomdog. Thank you for the follow. So there's a few still in recovery comas over here. I'm going to see about trying to free them as best I can. And what I need to do is I need to move a sizable amount of my sleeping bags. Here, let's go up there. A sizable amount of sleeping bags so we can actually get a decent amount of recovery. So that's my next task as soon as I recover Shona. Alright, Jacobot. Let's go over the camp, tentatively. So, Jackson, Larry, and Fang are still in recovery comas, but everybody else that was up and awake bounced out of that. So I'm going to start going the a wide berth way to get to the rally point, while paying attention to Jacobot, because I can't afford to lose momentum at this point. So let's move the meds around so I can free up space. And while the camp does not have any patrol, get as many beds as I'm able to stuff into my inventory. Obviously, going for a bigger bag would have been smarter, but we'll just grab as many as we can and start moving them to the rendezvous rally point. That's 5 bags at once. Not terrible. And then we're out of there before whoever's holding Poetic gets free. Cool. And that's a sizable amount of people that just, like, walked away. And, interestingly enough, with weapons. So, I'm glad I chose not to drop the weapons. Obviously, there's a lot of weapons in, storage. The thing is, the kicker is, I would say that the majority of the town is unconscious and stripped. So, this recovery op is working definitely to my favor. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, McNauer, you have a bigger bag. Yep. So, McNauer, you are going to trade with Jacobot. Boop, 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 boop. Then Jacobot, I'm going to give you that stuff. And you are going to go for another run. For more beds. Currently being guarded, but it won't be for long. So there's a few lagging behind, but they'll catch up. And then I'll put them into the correct squad in a minute. Another good thing about stripping the enemies stuff is if we have need of gear, there's obviously a bunch of planks and the like over here. Am I going to save the prisoners? Of course I am. We just can't go in wounded and half ready. We have to be fully ready. So I'm trying to get everyone rested up so that I can mount an honest, real rescue mission, not just a half concocted suicide run. Alright, so sharp point. Let's see here. Squad. Sharp point. Iguvin. Headshot. Where's Iguvin? Thor. Gizo. Cowley, Thorfinn, Slotus. Did I already move a Slotus? No, a Slotus. Is that everyone? And Jacobot. So Els, Fang, and Ruka are coming, but they're not here yet, so I'm not going to count them yet. But they'll be here soon. So Jacobot, get back to camp. Where? Yeah, over here. Get some more beds laid down. And then you guys, get resting. You're gonna need strength pretty soon. Another thing I might want to do is to run an errand for Headshot. For Headshot to grab more long bolts. Because if I'm going to take on a 100 Guardian, I'm going to want Headshot to be armed. Heavily armed. So let's get her rested first. Els is almost here. I'm going to count him now. Larry is conscious, playing dead. Fang, also conscious, playing dead. And Jackson as well, I'm assuming. Nope, Jackson's still down. So let's have these guys bolt. They're not really being watched at the moment. Oh, they were. Fang, you tank for Larry. Larry's going to try to break free. Alright, over here, Fully and Ruka are making their way over. And Shot, go back down. So Larry and Jackson are not aggroed yet. But I'm not going to count them as rescued either. Because they are being chased by this guy. Trustin's in the wrong squad? Alright, I'll fix that in a minute. Got a lot to juggle, so... Alright, so that is all the beds I have grabbed. Yeah, Trustin's in the wrong squad. So Ruka and Fully are joining us in just a minute. And then maybe... Oh, Fang's back up. Oh, he's not playing dead fast enough. Alright, what about Larry and Jackson? Alright, Larry and Jackson seems to have broken out as well. I'll do the predictions. Don't worry about it. You don't need to concern yourself at all. I started it, so I can finish it. Alright. I have to make sure not to forget the equipment here. Alright, so Larry is being targeted by this Shek warrior, which shouldn't be much of a problem. Because I have plenty of able-bodied, healthy people able to defend against a single Shek warrior. So let's take a look here. Who is combat capable? It's going to be probably McNauer and Greaser. Oh, no, not Greaser. McNauer and Nightnave. And they're going to go rendezvous to make sure that Larry and Jackson make it out. Trustin is also sort of healthy-ish. And Fang is up again. At some point I'll do a real rescue because he's just being guarded by some nakeds. But one person at a time. So Ruka and Fully will be switching them squads. We actually got the majority just by chance because they basically didn't have prison cells for us anymore. Yeah, I don't think I need too many to go help Larry, which is why I only sent the 2 so everybody else is healing up. Teach that guy a quick lesson. It's also possible to rescue Rockfin at this point because he's being carried by a patrol, which means that we really only need to isolate one of the 100 Guardians plus his scout group. And the same is also true of Poetic. He's being carried by a single patrol. So these are 2 that are going to be relatively easy compared to the rest to rescue. And then, of course, there's Fang, which we'll go for once we have some fast runners. So McNauer and Nightnave. Let's have you beat up this idiot. And then Ruka is rescued. Cool. Alright, Larry and Jackson are on the way out. Hello. Oh, you're limping now, are you? He wasn't even fully healthy to begin with. Bummer for you. Oops. Alright, Jacobot, I'm going to have you wear gear now, because I don't think I need anyone to be super, super fast anymore. Alright, this guy is dead set on capturing Larry for some reason. Which is fine, because he's unconscious now. Oh, neither of us big bags. Alright, fine. Well, one more moron downed. I ought to, and will in just a second, move all of the rest of the camp bags up to the proper spot. So here's Larry and Jackson making it out. Did Fang... Yeah, Fang just keeps getting back up. So I will mount a rescue effort for Fang in a minute. Maybe with these two. See if I can't, see how possible it is to just run in, grab them, and run out with two. Because they're relatively healthy, and if they get into a sticky situation, they could just bail. Oh, they're being targeted, though. Is it... Well, who are you? Oh, so Hungry Bandits. I'm not worried about them. Yeah, there's a little bit of a swarm of Hungry Bandits here, which is really no problem at all, because we will eat them alive. So, those that are healthy over here, let's see, Cowley, Thor, Trustin, Slotus, Thorfinn, Jacobot. Let's go murder some Hungry Bandits that are chasing Larry. Yeah, you don't get my food. And then I'll pay attention to McNauer and Night Knave in a second. McNauer and Night Knave, you, pantsless few, are going for Fang, because Fang is the last one in play. No, I guess Shona decided to get up. That's fine. Yeah, this is a complete and utter slaughter. Very one-sided. So we're moving at 24 and 26 miles an hour. I don't suspect that anyone's going to be able to outrun us of this Shek. Right now would be a bad time to go because they have a large patrol in the area. But as soon as it's free, as soon as it's safe, I will do it. So Jackson has been rescued. Els, you want to fight? And who else wants to fight? Sharp Point. This is a fight of not much consequence because there's just not about it. There's really no way that they're going to do enough damage to actually harm anyone. So, sort of a easy peasy. Why is he running straight at me? You know what? Let's try to get poetic. He's like beelining straight at me. I'm gonna try to stay out of this fight, actually. But if he enters the fight, I'll enter the fight. We'll see. No, he turned around. Alright, you. I don't know what you were thinking, but sure. Bye-bye. Alright, how's the Hungry Bandits? Yeah, scattered to the wind, as I thought. Alright, Larry, you can switch squads. And you brought Jackson with you too, who can also switch squads. Just call it recovery. Ah, your leg! Yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself. Alright, as much as I'd like Poetic, I'm going to go for Fang, because I think Fang is going to be the easier take. Don't have to kill anyone to get that. And at this point, I am going to just run in there, grab him, run out. Alright, yeah, these Hungry Bandits did exactly as well as I thought they would. Els doesn't have a weapon. Copy that. Yeah, he was the one that lost the whole saber really early on, so I'm going to want to hand him like a secondary weapon or something like that. But I'll do that in a minute because I'm busy. So Night Knave, you are the faster of the two, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you are the faster of the two. You grab Fang because you have speed to lose. And then we out of here. One more cap. I'm not going to count him captured and recovered until he's actually, you know, done. And let's get rested. So we have a city to burn. God, Els, you are a thick boy. Alright, so is that... Alright, yeah, let's see here. Okay, one of them is armed, but very hurt 100 Guardian who's naked. You know what? I want your weapon. So hold on. This is a good way to arm ourselves back up, because they stole our weapons. Hey, you! Give me that weapon. You want me to stop? Make me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yoink! Oh, I wasn't even wearing my pants. Ooh, I got Glitch's Wakasashi's. And then someone else's Mark III backup. Mine now. Fang, you cannot walk, so let me pick you up. Yeah, the river raptors are overrunning the town at the moment. That they are. So now, I would say Rockfin and Poetic are the next two to be rescued because they're being carried by Hunter Guardians, and I can isolate them and rescue them relatively easily. Fang, you get to switch squads. So now we're just down 10. 10 to 32. That's manageable. Jacobot. Let's go over to the camp and get some more bags. Probably trying to move the remainder of the bags. So is there anyone with a big bag who can move? 15. 21, but you're pretty full bag. Tilk? 18? Yeah, good enough. I hope. Alright, Night Knave, take off your pants. No, that's Fang. Night Knave, take off your pants. Night Knave's a little encumbered because of all the weapons. I'm just going to recover whoever I think I can recover easiest. So whichever wanderer isolates themselves in a way that makes it possible. I'm not really concerned with like what they can do for us, but more how simple will it be for us, if that makes sense. Alright, so that's 1, 2... I don't know what Jacobot's trying to do right now. He's trying to like move. I don't know what task he's giving himself, but what I do know is I probably don't appreciate it. What are you trying to do? What is your current... I don't know. Just cut it out. Collecting item. For what? Cut it out. Okay, I didn't even need tilt. Alright, so everybody that is going to be easy to recover is now en route or resting. All right. Next person that is fully healed needs to make a run for bolts. There's also some people that need to be patched up. I think that was it. Okay. So who is going to be fully healed? Like, no one. Got it. Maybe Jacobot, even though he's been running around this whole time, or McNauer. Something like that. I'll just play at 3 speed. So Poetic's probably going to be easier to rescue than Rockfin. Rockfin is in a patrol with a bunch of Shek warriors and 100 Guardian, which is not so bad. But Poetic is just one dude, more or less, or like 2 dudes. So he might be the one to rescue first. But I do want to get everyone into fighting form before that. Which means getting bolts for Headshot, because Headshot's one of the only ones that can actually do some really reliable damage to the attackers here. Another thing I need to do is to put weapons back. So this heavy polearm is Tilk's, I think, or Turta's. It doesn't really matter who it is, because ultimately I'm going to use it with someone that doesn't have a weapon, but let me just drop the ones that I have. Spread out the love. The thing is, I want to make sure not to change weapon classes if I can help it, so that we don't have to relearn combat or anything like that. So counting everybody that is in the squad, I believe it's only Els that is missing a blade. Els does not have one, and everybody else does. Okay. So Els, where are you again? Do you have polearm skill? No, you don't. So you should stick to sabers or katanas, and you're gonna do this backup katana. All right, there we are. So there's a few spare weapons if we free people. Although, Poetic doesn't even need a weapon. He is the weapon. God, look at how many of them are stripped. It's going to be pretty easy to take over the city again, I think, because the majority of the enemies are sort of dealt with. The closest place that I can buy bolts. Oh boy. I think reliably, Blister City maybe? Because that's held by the Flotsams. So Jacobot, how are you doing? You are going to strip again. And you're not even really the fastest. Actually, you are like one of the slowest of this group, but you're going to go to Blister Hill for bolts. You're going to try to get as many long bolts as you can buy. Hopefully there's a ranger shop there. I don't even remember because it has been zone flipped. Who is that standing next to you, though? That's a dust bandit, but Shek dust bandit. Not that I care. I'm going to be able to run them considerably. And then everyone else is just instructed to heal. Just heal up, getting ready for the next big fight. Now, those that are imprisoned, it would not... I'm not going to try to break out or anything, but it would be really, really, really easy for someone like Kang. You know, locking this is like a 90% guarantee. But without the backup, there's not much point, because then we're going to be martial artsing. But it looks like there's only, I don't know, like 2 guards in here, so this is going to be a relatively easy prison break. As soon as everyone is nice and recovered. So Jacobot, go for those bolts. Yes, sir. All I did right now is just run to the front of the city. Hey, Waffle. Thanks for the resub. Cheers, dude. And puppy treats. Absolutely, you got it. Hey, Yoda. Ooh, I dropped one. Tusky, come eat it. So let's see here. We've got a boot shop, a weapon shop. Weapon shop might have some bolts, but ranger shop's going to be better. Bakery, refuge. I might want to buy some stuff from the bakery too. Hospital, bar. Armor. Ranger. Here we are. Let's go to the ranger shop first. Make sure to get some bolts. Tusk is not in the room. I did call her though. Let me call her one more time. Alright, I gave her a holler. Let's see if she shows. And they have one bolt long. That is pathetic. Fine. Shoot. Let's try the weapon shop or see what else there is here. Armory? No. Barracks? No. Alright. I don't think there's going to be in the weapon shop, but... Oh! Hi! There's a, Tusk. Hi, puppy. Tusky, go eat. Over here, look. See, watch where I'm throwing this carrot, because there's another one on the floor. Tusky. Boba. Go get it. Yeah, she found it. Boltless. Darn. I get it. Selling to a naked person is a little weird. Well... Shoot. Awkward shield, maybe? How's my third dog? She's good, but she never hangs out with me. It's basically impossible to encourage her to come on camera. So, the most wounded person in this recovery, Fang at 31, might be the most wounded. So that's a pretty good indicator of when we're all ready to go. It'd be Greaser. Oh, but that's a robotic arm. So that doesn't really count, because that's not recovering at a normal rate. So, Fang, it looks like. Grease, do you, does someone have a repair kit here? Because I think that could be considerably repaired. There we go. I could go to Mongrel Furlongs. It's not too far, you're right. I'm gonna try Akron Shield first, because then there's always, the way station here, the UC cities. I just didn't want to have to run so far, and running through Mongrel territory is kind of frightening. Alright, so that's as much as Greaser can fix. I have 13 points of wear damage, and the rest will recover over time. Without a skeleton repair bed, I'm not going to be able to speed that up. I may also want to have Jacobot rent a bed at Auckland Shield just to recover the remaining lost. No, Jacobot will be fine. There's not too many remaining lost hit points. And I'm updating the goal here, mount a rescue. I'd like to defeat the city, and I think I'm actually pretty close. Those, yeah, I do have a lot of good food. I have a lot of camping food on these guys. Like, these ration packs are insanely highly nutritious, so I'm not really all that worried about food right now. The food that I have to worry about is Rockvin and Poetic, who are being carried, so they're being starved. Rockvin is definitely in the... is being starved, but not to the point where, like, his life is endangered and I have to go rescue him at this moment right now. There's garbage here. There's nothing here. Oh, shoot. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna rendezvous back. I'm not even gonna worry about it. 2 pack of bolts, gonna have to be enough. Alright, they made it. Oh, no. There they go. This is the rescue attempt for Poetic now. Let me put the red on. We're not all healed up, but... Get over here. If you're wondering about my schedule, ! Schedule is my schedule. So, that's probably the best way to inquire. So where is Headshot? Squad. I'm going to put Headshot in the front of the squad so that I can more easily control her, because she's obviously the one that's going to be packing damage here. Oh! Poetic is dropped, and he's freed. He's going to be unconscious because he was being carried, and there's a bit of a cooldown for when you're dropped when you're being carried for, you know, moving around and again. But, yep, the 100 Guardian just got super dropped, I think from a critical blow from our girl Headshot, so she did exactly what I wanted her to do. And let's go strip. And Poetic will be on his feet in just a second. He's only unconscious for 5 more seconds. So, Poetic, you get moved down. And then, if able, we're going to mount a rescue for Rockfin, because I think this patrol here is... What are they? They are really, really far away. That patrol is not going to be that hard to take care of. But they are... I think they're going around the back of Bad Teeth. What are they standing around here? Oh, look at all these guys. So many naked people, it's hilarious. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get a Rockfin. I see the patrol over here, I just don't know what direction they're going. I'm gonna cross the water. I think that's my best bet. You're here from YouTube. Hey, welcome from YouTube. Alright, once we're all out of the water, yep, we're gonna be getting them. Getting our dear leader here in just a second. So, Headshot. Let's open fire on the 100. There we go. And attack. I'm gonna micromanage a little bit so that Headshot is not isolated and singled out. Now, the rest of these guys are just Shek warriors. They're not that hard to kill. It's the one that's holding Rockfin, which is the 100 Guardian. Poetic, let's have you come over here, because you'll pierce armor. How'd you get hit? Like, what? They punched you from 20 meters away? Uh-huh. What was it, a Kamehameha? That was a good dropkick. Oh, yeah. Rockfin's going to be saved here in just a second. I don't see that this 100 Guardian's going to be able to stand up, because most of the forces are already unconscious. As you can see over here, most of them are already downed. So, it's strip time. It's going to be really important to strip them so that this armed patrol, we don't have to defeat twice. Once is enough for me, thank you. Make sure that, yeah, this 100 Guardian is toast. Headshot. Keep shooting it. And someone with a big bag. Keep stripping. So, chemo. That would be you. As I can see, some of them already patching themselves up. There's a guy doing the splits over here who thinks he's going to be useful in the fight. Check the nakeds for my weapon? Yeah, I'll be doing that in a second. I don't think that this patrol was part of the fight originally, because they would have been injured. Oh, Headshot just ran out of bolts and got the killing blow to rescue Rockfin. I'm gonna need bolts on her, but that was hilarious to watch her katana the dude down. So Rockfin's already freed himself. He actually was never unconscious, which is pretty baller. So he is going to be moved down to the other squad. So now it's just people that are imprisoned. Everybody else is rescued. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright, so over here we need to strip the rest. And then also check for weapons, because that's a very, very wise idea. But I don't believe I saw any. And that 100 Guardian didn't have any. Because this was a patrol that came in after the fact, I believe. Because none of them were hurt. Pretty much anyone that was part of that fight got hurt at some point. Alright. They are 100%... Nope, they're not stripped yet. Jacobot is under attack. Jack, keep running to where we are. I need to pay attention to Jack because he's, you know, he's not with the rest of the group. Yeah, the loot standing upright is a little strange, like tombstones. Absolutely. And sometimes it gets stacked, like, flying, which is so very strange. Let's mosey on... Oh, Jacobot is, like, straight up running through the town right now. That would be why he's under attack. Can't stop, won't stop! As you can see, the vast majority of the people in town, naked. It's going to be really, 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 really easy to take this town back. Very, very excited about that, because we... Blood, sweat, and tears went into this fight. We only lost by, like, a few people. So it shouldn't be that hard to win again. There is a... Oh, they're all Shek warriors, plus 1 100 Guardian in the lead. Not too terrible. I'm going to avoid them if I can. And I can pet a Yoda. Here you go, buddy. Yo, Rockfin, you've been starved out. How about you just slow down a minute? And Jacobot go into the water. So Jacobot's naked and his gear is over by the camp again, so I'm going to want to have him avoid fighting until I can rearm him. But I did just toss headshots and bolts. It's not enough bolts to last a whole fight, but it's something. Let's get back to our sleeping station, which is over yonder. And Tusk is not here, unfortunately. She leaves pretty quickly. Who's hiding in town? No one's hiding in town. They're all imprisoned. They're all in cages, waiting for me to spring them. Oh, what was this? Ah, it's just a bunch of river raptors. Also looks like a, funny enough, a group of Hungry Bandits moved in. Or Dust Bandits, rather. So I think I'm going to have Greasor run to Mongrel for bolts. Because he'll rent a repair bed. And repair his arm that's very, very, very damaged. So it's like, oh, Larry's under attack. Ooh, Larry must have taken a weird way to get home, because I don't know what he's doing. But keep moving, dude. Yep. Thonrad, thank you for the resub. I'm glad you caught a stream too. Alright, I think they stopped chasing Larry. So, Greaser, how is your... I think logically it would make sense for Rockfin to do it though, because he's no longer starving and he runs at 33 miles an hour, so I think that's probably the fastest way to do it. And then to just not worry about Greaser's arm. Which will, it will repair over time. Most people call you Thornad? No, I can't claim that I always read well, but sometimes. Rarely. All right, let's get more bolts. I think that is a clear key to victory here. So headshot. Trade with Rockfin. Take some of his, I'm obviously going to have to, like, divvy up this garbage, because I don't want this on headshot either. But here's some space for Rockfin's bolts. Rockfin, give some of this to someone else. I basically want to be carrying, like, a bare minimum of Rockfin. And Rockfin, you are going to run to Mongrel. He runs so fast that I'm not worried about anyone catching him. And then headshot. Fill Poetic's inventory with small repair kits, or heal kits, and then maybe Fang's as well. Fang doesn't even have meds, so perfect. I could buy a new arm, but I don't have the kind of money for that, because it's a masterwork arm that I would be buying. So that's kind of way beyond affordability for me. I'm coming, guys. From their perspective, they have no idea if backup's coming. They don't even know that we've not lost, which is interesting. So let's just pay attention to Rockfin as he runs and stash the pants. So moving at 35 miles an hour over to Mongrel. If Rockfin could pathfind, which he does not seem to be able to do. There we go. Hello, goodbye! Hello, goodbye! Just keep blitzing through. I think I'm moving so fast through the patrols, they don't even register that they can attack me. Hello, goodbye! Oh, you weren't even... Shek. You know what I could have done? Is... Oh, I should have. What I should have done is I should have ripped Greaser's arm off and swapped it with Rockfin, and then had Rockfin rent a bed. So Rockfin could just repair his, because they can swap arms. They're the same arm. Oh well. Cheers! Too late for that. I don't think that arm is going to be crucial to this fight. Let's hope. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Shek,